Ted, I think you're on mute.
There we go. Sorry about that. Hey, Vlad, how much are you looking forward to the scrimmage tomorrow, just to break things up and start, another phase of this camp?
Yeah, it's definitely it's going to be good to get in that kind of game situation. We've been off for so long, and finally to get something close to a game is going to be good for us. So I think everyone's excited and everyone's hungry to get back there.
How comfortable have you been here these first few days? I mean, you said during the summer that how, you were pretty familiar with a lot of guys and obviously the organization. Has it been pretty easy to jump into this thing here this week?
Yeah, I think I've been here all summer. I've skated with the guys all summer. So even before I signed here, I knew all the guys. And so I think that definitely helps. You feel more comfortable. And as you go, you meet everyone else. And I think it's been a smooth adjustment, and it's been good.
Thanks, Vladdy.
Next up is Helene St. James with the Detroit Free Press.
Hey, Vladislav, what have you thought so much? I know it's only been a few practices, but about your line with Phil Pala and Gagne.
I think every practice we're building chemistry. I've played with Phil before in Tampa, so I'm familiar with him, the way he plays, his two-way style. And with Gags, he's a smart player, and we kind of feed off each other. So as I said, the more you play together, the more you practice together, the easier it gets.
I was just wondering, did you find yourself looking up around at the arena when you were in there today? Kind of a weird look. To see it covered up, the seats covered up like that with tarps.
Yeah, it's definitely not what we want, but I played in the bubble in Edmonton, so it's kind of similar to that. So, we've got play as they tell us to. So we were just excited to get back to work.
How long does it take to get used to no fans?
It's definitely weird feeling with no fans, but it's what the world has become right now, and we have to make the best of it. So I think it'll be an adjustment for everyone, but we'll get used to it.
Thank you.
Next up is Carly Johnson with Red Wings TV.
Hey, Vladdy, somewhat piggybacking off of the past couple questions, how difficult is a smooth transition, just kind of the situation we're in right now, how you're just jumping into training camp? I know you've been skating with some of the guys, but how hard is it to gel with the team when you guys only have X amount of days for a training camp and you hop right into the season?
I don't think it's too hard. The hockey culture, it's, always welcoming wherever you go. And as you said, I've known most of the players, so I'm kind of I don't want to say new. It's hard to call me new. I knew everyone, so just kind of go into work, I guess, and make the most of it.
What are some parallels you see between Tampa and the Red Wings, and just making sure getting into the swing of things and under Stevie Y's name?
Well, what do I see? Same as Tampa, you mean?
Yeah, do you see some of the same similarities in the teams?
Yeah, I think both teams are built to play fast. There's a lot of skilled players on both teams, so I think that's the mentality Steve Yzerman wants, to play fast and to play smart and physical.
Now, is this something that you think the Red Wings can repeat what Tampa did, kind of just building from the ground up and coming into, hopefully some days, a Stanley Cup winning team?
That's the goal. That's what you play for, is to win the Stanley Cup, and that's what we're here for. Hopefully, we get off to a good start. We have a good team. Everyone's hungry. Everyone's been off for a while. So we are really excited to get back to work.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Next question is from Ansar Khan with MLive.
Vladislav, Jeff has talked about your versatility and ability to play any forward position. Throughout your career, is there one spot that you played in the most, or that you feel more comfortable at wing or center?
Honestly, I've learned to play all three positions. I feel comfortable in any situation, any position. So wherever the coaches decide to use me, I'm more than happy to play anywhere.
Is it a big adjustment going from one to the other, or just very similar? Just how would you describe that?
I feel like going back to center, maybe your timing on faceoffs is a little bit off, but that can be easily fixed in practice. So I think that's the only difference.
Also, just just a couple of your thoughts on just this unusual schedule here. You're only going to be playing 7 opponents, playing them 8 times each. Do you think that that's going to just add to the intensity of games after you've played the same team, same players over and over again? Just kind of add a little bit, maybe animosity, some physicality to some of those games?
I think so. I feel like everyone went through this in the AHL where, you play the same team, 12 times a season. So it's kind of be similar to that, but I think it'll be, more rivalries built, and it's going to be fun for sure.
Thanks.
Next question is from Josh Barretter at DetroitRedWings.com.
Hey, Vladislav. With the compacted 56-game schedule, how much more important will it be for you guys to jump out to a quick start? And do you think the intensity will ramp up even more as you guys get going?
Yep. I think the key is going to be the most important, or the start is going to be the most important. You don't want to catch up to other teams if you have a bad start. So all we're focused on right now is having a good camp and being ready for that start.
Thank you.
And we'll finish up with Art Regner, DetroitRedWings.com.
Hi there, Vladdy. I'm kind of curious. Have you had the opportunity to go in the Red Wing dressing room, look at all the pictures up there, see your uncle's picture up there? I mean, is it starting to sink in that, I know you've been in the league for a while, but that, hey man, I'm actually wearing the winged wheel. I am definitely a Detroit Red Wing.
Yep, I seen this picture. I sit directly across from it. So, when I look up, I see him, and it's very exciting for me and for my family that I'm playing for the Red Wings.
Does it? I mean, when you see it, does it bring back memories of you being a little boy with him, or what? Or does it? Does it offer you inspiration?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up watching the Red Wings games, so this is extremely special for me. And every time I show up to the rink, it's like, oh my God, a dream come true. So I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to give it up my all for the Red Wings.
You're playing with a couple of other veterans, or for the most part on your line with Phil Pula and Gagne. Can you talk about maybe the importance? The Red Wings need consistent scoring, not only on their first line, all the way down. What you hope this line will bring, and how are you meshing with Phil and Gagne?
I think every practice we're kind of feeding off each other. Phil's a smart two-way player. Gags is kind of more of a shooter, and I mean, I'll get in the dirty areas and kind of get the puck for them, and I think that mix is good, and hopefully it turns into something special.
Great, thank you.
Thanks.
All right, thanks everyone. We'll be back in a few minutes and wrap up with Troy Stetcher.